Alright, I got the Evapo Rust in my gas tank. The gas tank's in really good shape. It's not rusted through at any spots. It's got some surface rust, easily manageable. It's still solid, so you don't have to worry about any leaks, I don't think, in the tank. I put 3 gallons of Evapo Rust in there, and when I'm finished, I'm probably gonna let it set for a couple days, maybe for the rest of the week. So I got plenty of time. I got nothing but time. I'm gonna let it set for the rest of the week. Today's Monday, so maybe this weekend, Friday or Saturday, I will dump everything out into a 5-gallon bucket so you can see what all it does. I did rinse it several times with water, let it dry out a little bit prior to putting in the Evapo Rust. I don't think the little bit of water that was in there would hurt anything. So we'll see how it does. I'll give you a quick tank. So here's the tank, a little bit of surface rust, nothing in too deep. It's really good shape for as old as it is and how much rust was actually inside the tank. I'm gonna see if I can find my little funnel filter. I got varnish all over my wife's garage. She's gonna be so mad. I'm waiting on my building to be built way back there in the backyard. And I got 15-year-old gas on the floor and it smells really bad. Alright, so let's see if I can knock some of the crap out of this. Now, there's a screen in the bottom of my filter here, and my lighting is very bad. But you can see there's a big giant chunk of whatever was in the valve. It was almost like a really sticky tree sap, which I'm assuming is just the varnish, and that was the color of the gas. And you can see just some of the sediment that's in there. Of course, there was probably half a tank of gas in there, or varnish. So I'm glad I had that oil pan underneath, or a fluid pan underneath the tractor to catch most of it. So now I'm going to take off the carburetor and see what's going on in there. I got to remove the fuel line. I'm going to order a new fuel line because this one is, well, it's broke. And I want to put it back to original. So I don't even think that bolts. I don't think that's the original. It's an aircraft nut, but I don't think it's the right one. I don't know. I'm gonna take my grinder and I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's rust right there, that little bump. But if it is, I'm gonna grind it down where it's flat on both sides. These nuts are kind of lifted off a little bit, and yeah, I want them to sit flat. So let me see if I can. I'm going to try to break these loose before I take these 2 bolts out right here, because I don't want to have to try to hold this and turn these all at the same time. Makes sense in my head. We'll see if I can't make it happen. I'll get back to you when I get there. Well, folks, it hadn't been less than a minute, and all these screws are they all turn very easily, so I don't even have to fight with them. Look there, every one of them. I hope these turn just as easy. I'll get back to you. All right, I got the carburetor off, and it doesn't look all too terribly bad. Yeah, of course I didn't get it taken apart yet. I like to do stuff like this in these plastic bins. That way all my pieces stay together. I ain't got to like put them in little baggies and whatnot. Other random bolts and whatnot I'll put in baggies and I'll label them. Gas tank to hood. Yeah, that's the 3 bolts that came out of the gas tank, attaching it to the hood. Alright, I'm going to turn the light on out here. Let's see. There we go, a little bit brighter. Okay. I suppose I could take these off. I'm gonna replace all those anyways. Blow that off. I don't have a big air compressor. I just got the little tiny one, wherever it went to. Oh, right here. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can't take this thing apart. I'm gonna do it outside of my dish right now and see if I can't set my camera up in a way in which y'all can join along. So let's see if we can do this. I apologize in advance. So here it is in all its glory. I'm just going to take all the parts off. I guess there's studs that are supposed to be in here. One of the studs came out. And it's stuck over there in the tractor. I guess I could probably get it out later. But I'm going to go ahead and take all this out. I'm assuming this is like the idle, maybe? The idle adjustment screw. Whoa. Rusted. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty bad. There you go. Hide my ugly face. There it is. That's bad. So I'm going to throw that in my plastic dish. What I do with my screwdriver. Yep. See if I can't get that one loose. Oh. I'm just taking all the screws out. I do have a service manual or shop manual, owner's manual, and parts manual on its way. I got it off Amazon. Probably could have got it cheaper somewhere else, better quality, and blah blah blah. I'm gonna try to get this off right here. I know that there's supposed to probably be a screen on the end of this. Let's see, is that a 1/2 inch? No, 9/16. I'm going to use a 9/16. Alright, so with this right here, I know that that's pretty thin right here in the middle. I don't know if y'all can see right here. I'm not going to put my wrench in the middle because I don't want to deform the threads. I'm going to put my wrench all the way to either this side right here or this side right here. I want to be on these corners, not in the middle. Alright, so I'm going to try closest to it first. And she's coming right on out. Look at there. Well, you have to look at it. Hopefully I don't get sued for copyright infringement on that one. And there is... What is that? I don't think I've ever seen a fitting like that where it has a... I don't know if that's rubber in there, or I don't know what that is. No, it's metal. So this must be like original. I'm thinking that this was at one point one solid piece of brass and they just drilled into it. I have no idea. I'm just talking out my ass right now. But I'm gonna put that in the bin. I'll put all the parts in there. I'm just gonna go for it now. No going back. Let's see how this one looks. I'm afraid to take the bowl off. It's not terrible, but it does have some corrosion on it. Some kind of a buildup, like a tarnish, like brass does. Put that in there. Take that out. I'm going to completely rebuild this. I'm going to buy a comprehensive rebuild kit. I'm going to rebuild the whole thing. They're going to give me they're going to give me everything. everything. And I'll put links to where I get all my stuff and costs and all that stuff. That way, if anybody wanted to get any of this stuff, if you have an 8N, I know they're pretty popular and easy to work on, parts are readily available. Alright, so I got that out. Remember, the 15 was facing up. I don't remember which way. I'll slide that right out. I'm going to end up putting all this in the evapor rust just to see how clean it'll actually get everything. Small screw with 3 washers and a spring. I'm going to take that off. I'm only saying that so I can remember. They'll probably send me new stuff, but I'm going to keep all the old stuff. And that way, if the new Chinese junk breaks on me, I can always redo this. I know there's a rubber bushing that goes on here. I don't know if that comes off. I have no idea. Probably does. Probably doesn't. I don't know. But that's there. Any other thing I can get out of here? Here's another screw. I can't believe how easy all these screws came out. It's amazing, actually. Of course, I did spray some of that PV blaster on there, and that works pretty damn good, loosening stuff up. Alright, so same thing with this. To get this arm out, this is actually spring loaded, but to get it out, I have to pull that towards me. Oh, I think there's spiders living down here. Sorry, spiders. They're being evicted. Oh, man. Oh, I don't want to break those screws. Let me see if I have any of this. That one don't want to come out. Just give it a minute to do its thing in there. The other one might come out, but that one, I don't know. If I can't get that out, I don't know what I'm going to do. That one came out nice and easy. The other one isn't in there right. It's kind of turned out of side. They're really small regular screws. You see how it's positioned in there maybe? You see that? It's supposed to be, the slot is supposed to be running the same way as the bar in the center, and it's going the opposite direction. So I don't know if somebody tightened it too much, or if they, I don't know what they did. Oh, see, there is a spider in there. Look at there. He don't like what I just sprayed in there. You see him? Told you it was eviction day. I don't know what kind of spider that is. He's a dead spider though. Sorry all you EPA guys. Or no, not EPA, but PETA is what I meant. Oh yeah. I was able to get her loose. So, I've never seen these before, I've never touched them before. This is my first time messing with this type of carburetor. I don't even know how the hell to get this thing out. It looks like it's on a clip or something. Do you push or pull? Push or pull? Looks like you might push. I kind of screwed up right there, I think. Damn. See if I can straighten it back up. That went at an angle. Too much angle on the dangle down there, I think. I definitely don't want to be breaking stuff. I'll try to get my needly nose and see if I can't pull it out maybe. It just don't want to cooperate. Oh, got something going on here. Oh, what, baby? Now that is bad. That is disgusting. What? Dirty carburetor, baby. Wow.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna make me dirty.
What? You're getting dirty? My little helper come out to give me a hand. You gonna sweep? Yeah, that floor's pretty dirty. Look at her go. 5 years old. Train them while they're young. I see. You're doing a great job. Alright, even taking the drain plug out from the bottom of the bowl. Holy monkeyth. So I think there's some water in the carburetor. I don't know if you can see all that in there. Oh my god. I'm afraid to take the bowl off. What am I going to find? Let's see. I think I got everything off that I can take off. Well, what do we have here? I don't know what that is. Going in there. To my knowledge, this is supposed to be a brassish color. And there's a dirt dauber nest in here. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. So the bowl, oh my god. I don't know if you guys, I'm going to see if I can get this out. Oh, turns by hand, look at there. This right here. Trying to get by hand. I don't know what's going on with my phone here. Yep, my phone is dying. Alright, I'll be right back.
100 billion million 1 trillion billion 898 100 billion trillion 80.
She's trying to offer me that much money to mop the garage floor, and I'm still gonna say no.
No!
Alright, so anyways, my phone died. I have no idea where it may have stopped recording. So I got the carburetor apart in the two separate halves. You can see there are some critters living in here. Dirt daubers and spiders, and I think the spiders ate the dirt daubers. Makes sense in mine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take this float off. But before I take the float off, I know from seeing, I don't remember where I saw it or when I saw it, but I know that you're supposed to have 1/4 of an inch when you put these back on from the edge of the shell of the carburetor to, is that the inch side? Yes. To the float, the arms of the float. And you have to have the same measurement on each side. So that right there, this was set correctly. I'm going to go ahead and take the pin out, throw it in my little container. So I don't think the float or the seat and the needle is going to do anything, because the little device that it hangs from is completely gone, unless it floats itself, which that might be the case. I don't know. Put it in water and find out. That'd be crazy. I'd never seen that before, because there's nothing to hang it from. So I wonder if that's how it works. Let me Let me see something. I'm gonna go fill this up with water real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, fill this up with water. Alright, so I filled this little cap up with water. I want to see if this floats. Now, gasoline probably has a different viscosity than water. And I don't know if this is gonna, maybe I should try it with gasoline. What do y'all think? Always thinks like a stone. So I don't know. I don't know how, I don't understand how that works. Can anybody explain to me how this this will work without being suspended by the float? Every carburetor that I've ever seen has some kind of a little thing that it hangs from, and when it floats up, it pushes the needle down into the seat, and I just don't understand how this one will work. Somebody explain it to me in the comments, because my mind's blown right now. But on a positive note, I don't hear anything in here, but I do see a big dent in here. I don't know if that's going to cause any issues. This is completely coated in a varnish. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get it off and get it cleaned. I'm not going to use a wire wheel or any abrasives on it. I'm going to just soak it in some kind of solution to try to get that off. I don't want to remove any material because I know these are really thin to begin with. So put that in my bin. So keep on going. Move that water out of my way. I just don't understand how that, my mind is like trying to figure out how that works, but I don't know. Alright, so going back to this, I guess I got another jet right here, and the seat. Let me see if I have a big screwdriver somewhere around here. I'll fit in that. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Alright. So let's see. What are you talking about?
You just said this works.
Of course it's not. Yeah, why would there be one in there?
Sorry, this sounds really loud.
Oh, you're working, so I'm not going to tell you to stop. Alright, so I'm having some difficulty. Oh, I know I can find one. Hopefully this is wide enough. Chainsaw tool. Nope.
Alright. On the one more. One more glove.
I don't have anything.
Hey, got a bubble.
Alright, so I don't have a big screwdriver, but I do have a box to a 4x4, or a cover to a 4x4 box. And that, believe it or not, worked.
Alright, that's all.
It's amazing. Alright. So let's see. We have a copper washer.
Hey, Dad.
What, baby?
Look how dirty my hands are.
Boy, your hands are dirty.
My fingers are.
Alright, so there's a copper washer on there. I can see through this one, so that's not bad. Throw it up in there. And I got another little one to get out right there, but I'm going to go ahead and spray that little guy. Uh-oh. I'm out of Lucy juice. Oh, completely out. I think I might have got just enough in there to maybe work it out. Of course, that's too big. Oh, yes. All in all, for being as old as this tractor is and it being sitting for as long as it has been sitting, I'm pleasantly surprised that it's not completely full of rust. I mean, there is rust in there. It's just surface rust. I mean, it could have been way, way worse than what it is. I mean, I can even see through this little jet right here. So, Sheebler. Marvel Sheebler. So it's a Marvel Sheebler carburetor. Now this half, where the bowl is, it's a little bit different story. It's kind of dirty in there. Let me see if I can scrape some of this crap out of here. All in all, it's not really terrible. I'm absolutely going to clean this. I'm going to soak it. I might even bring it to our local hardware store. They have an ultrasonic parts cleaner. I might even bring this there and have them use the parts cleaner, the ultrasonic parts cleaner on it. I like this. It's not aluminum, so I can, you know, scrape all this old gasket off, because I'm going, like I said, I'm going to get a whole new kit to rebuild this. And I don't really have to worry about marring up the cast. But this area right down in here, right down in there, is pretty dirty. Oh, there. Alright, look at that. You want some? Who knows what the hell that is? Alright, so I'm going to get another one of my little dollar plastic containers. And I'm going to place this right now. And I am going to... Oh, there it is right there. I don't have a carb cleaner on me at the moment. I guess I use it all on my Cushman. But I do have brake clean. I'm just going to spray this and then I'll rinse it. And I am going to soak it in the Evapor Rust. I'll probably go, I think I got it at Tractor Supply. I think I'm going to pick up another couple gallons and see if I can't make me like a, I'll get one of them plastic 55-gallon drums or a 30-gallon drum or something and fill it up 3/4 full and make me a basket. Maybe even use a laundry basket that'll fit down in there. That way I can just drop big pieces like this in there and leave it for a couple days or however long it takes. The containers say it's completely safe, non-toxic, biodegradable. You probably drink the stuff if you use hard up. I don't drink it though. I don't know. But let's see if these ports are, any of these ports are open. You should never do this without wearing safety glasses. Could get in your eyeballs. So that one is clean-ish. Ish, yep. Ooh. Oh crap. Hopefully I didn't get any in my drink because it may cause for World War III. Can't tell. If I die, you know I drank some. I don't have to worry about it no more. Okay. Wow. Who needs eyeballs, right? Alright, this right here, this area right here is completely plugged with whatever the hell, big gob of varnish or something. I'm gonna see if I can get my little screwdriver in there and scrape it out for you so y'all can see what I'm seeing. Well, okay. Well, it probably would have worked a little better scraping it out if I hadn't already sprayed it, because right now it's dissolving into like a, I don't know, I'm just going to spray it. Well, I took care of that for the most part. Well, I can see a number on the inside. It says number 5. Whoa. I don't know if that's like, oh, those are not ports. What's that? Hopefully this doesn't do anything to phones, so I just got my phone screen covered with it. Hang on a sec. Well, it's good so far. Okay. This is just one half of this thing. And okay, so Maisie, what'd you do with my wire brush, baby?
It's all in my castle, in my carriage.
What?
In
In the carriage? I don't see it. I need my wire brush. The thing you're just scraping the tires with, what'd you do with it?
I know where it is.
Huh?
I know which one you're talking about, and I know where it is, I think.
Okay, well you give it to me, please.
Right here. Have you not noticed it?
No, I didn't notice it. Mine's right in. Good eyes. All right. Let me see if I can get it cleaned up a little fuzzy fuzz here. I've actually sprayed much carb cleaner and brake cleaner into one of these plastic containers before, just so I could let something soak in it, and they work out pretty good. It doesn't dissolve the plastic, doesn't deform or anything like that. So right now I'm just getting some of this, some of these old gasket off. I suppose I could let it soak even more inside the brake clean, and I can guarantee it'll come off a lot easier. But this is working all right. If this was aluminum, I would not be doing this. And that little jet right there, I don't know if that one comes out or not. I don't think it does. Right there. I don't think that one comes out. It doesn't look like it's got a screw head. But I am going to spray a little more juice in there. Alright, so it is clear. When I spray into that one, it comes out of this one and out of this area in here. So that port is clear. All these ports are clear. I don't have to worry about them. I'll go ahead and show you this nastiness that came out of here. The bigger pieces are the some of the gasket, but there were some of the big pieces came out of the inside of this half of the carburetor, the bowl half. There's a lot of varnish down in there, but nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was prepared for the worst because the rest of the tractor, the gas tank, the fuel line, I mean, I can't even use the fuel line. So I can guarantee you it's slammed full of varnish, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to get done. That fuel line, the metal line's broken anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and get a new one. Alright, let's give it a little soak for a second. I'm going to use the brush side and brush it out. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean this off real good, because I don't want it rusting on me. Alright, so disclaimer. I am not a professional mechanic by any means. Not an automobile mechanic, though. I am a professional elevator mechanic. So this is just me using my brain, trying to figure out how things work, take it apart, put it back together. If it works, then I did a good job. If it doesn't work, then I take it back apart and figure it out again. Google is a great source, and I could go ahead and look up all this information on all this, and I'm sure it'd be done a lot quicker. But me, I want, one, to know that I can do it myself, and two, I want to teach my children, you know, the same thing, so they don't have to depend on technology. They can figure it out themselves for the most part. Old stuff like this, before electronics, is pretty simple. Combustion, fuel, you know, oxygen, or you know what I'm saying. The simple things. The recipe to make an engine work. Alright, so you need fuel, oxygen, and fire. Okay? And you'll have a running engine on these older ones. And they're pretty easy to troubleshoot and diagnose any issues. Oh. Looky there. So I just found a small crack hiding inside my carburetor. I don't know if it goes all the way through or not. I think it does. But what I am going to do, since this is cast, I am not going to be able to weld that. But what I can do is maybe get a little die grinder and grind it down just a fuzz past the crack, because you have tension. And then that crack's going to want to continue on. So if I take a die grinder and grind in just a little bit past the crack, I'm going to relieve that stress. And I'll take some fuel safe, what was that putty steel crap? I don't even know what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. You knead it together and put it in there. So yeah, I can do that and put it in there, and it should be good. Definitely going to do that, because I don't want this carburetor leaking on me. Let's see if I can clean up the side of this thing, see if it goes down any farther. Well, lucky for me, it doesn't go all the way through. But I still might address it. I still might go ahead and grind her down just a fuzz and put some of that, I wish I could remember what it's called. I know y'all are going to tell me what it's called. Well, anyways, let me get the rest of this crap cleaned out of here. And then I'm going to spray some, look at that. I'm going to spray some lubricant back in here to moisturize the steel, because that brake cleaner will dry the metal up really quick. You know, when I was in the military, we used to try sneaking and using brake clean or carb clean to clean our weapons. And our first sergeant got on us really bad about it, because apparently, you know, that little pot metal or whatever they use in there is sensitive to drying out from the harsh chemicals that are in the carb cleaner and brake cleaner. So needless to say, we did it one time, and that was the end of that. Never again. Oh, there's a bigger one. All right. Okay. I'm still thinking of what the hell that stuff is called. Now it looks 1,000 times better than what it did when I started. See another little hole down there. I want to try to get some brake clean in. Didn't see that before. Okay, so you see that one's clear. That one's clear. Well, it seems like all these little ports all end up in the middle somehow. All right. So that's done. Let's get something back in there to soften up this metal or moisturize it, give it some kind of lotion. It puts the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again. So right now it's immediately after I dry it off, it's actually starting to rust on the inside. Since metal just dries right out and like instantly. So yeah, if you're using brake clean or carb clean to clean your weapon, you might want to stop. Now, I don't know if the first sergeant said what he said just to give us a hard time and make us spend days cleaning our weapons, or if it was legit. CLP is the way to go. That's what I've always used ever since that one fateful day where he caught us using the forbidden substance. Alright, I think that's... I don't know if that's a port right there or not. I don't think it is. I think that's right. No idea what the hell that is. That is... Makes me wish I had some Q-tips out here. How you doing out there, baby? You digging to China?
China?
Yeah, did you dig to China?
No, I buried the whole family.
You buried the whole family. What kind of person are you?
See?
I see. She buried all her baby dolls. I don't know. Is that normal? You want to tell me that's normal? Little girl, 5 years old, burying her entire family. Her baby dolls. That's scary. Should I be scared? Should I be worried? Nice and clean, minus that little bit of rust right there. Let me see if I can't scrape that out real quick. Just a tiny little scotch. You know what? So somebody had found that crack before me. And they did exactly what I said I would do, but they did it on the wrong side. That right there, somebody ground that down. The crack does go all the way through. I probably would have ground it down on the inside and the outside and put some of that putty steel on each side. Let it cure. And then file, sand it down nice and flat, smooth. And we'll be fine. But right now I can see the crack on this side. It is all the way through. So I may address that. I'm definitely going to have to address that because I don't want my carburetor to leak. And I definitely want to reuse this. I want to keep it stock as possible. So I'm going to put this on a wire wheel. I'm going to clean it up the best I can, make it nice and shiny. I'm going to pay them. Everything's going to look nice. It's going to look nice. Okay, so I'm done with this one for right now until I can get the putty. Now let's get on to this half. You can see all the rust in here.
I had a chunk of sand in my mouth.
Why are you putting sand in your mouth?
I don't know. I was just playing too much.
You was playing too much, getting a little crazy out there? I hear you. Okay, so they even have a gasket on this top part. There's supposed to be a gasket there. Every carburetor I've ever put on, there's supposed to be a gasket. So they just use an RTV sealant that's not even used for gas. At least I don't think it is. I think this is more for like hydraulic fluid and stuff, not petroleum-based products. Well, I think hydraulic fluid might be petroleum-based. I don't know. Talking out my ass again. Alright, so let me spray this down.
Whoa.
This is known in the great state of California to cause cancer. So don't drink it. Huh. So you spray it in this hole and it comes out this hole. Amazing. Where's this one go? On my phone, that's where it goes. Ooh, my eyes. I think that one might be plugged. That one goes there. Goes out the end. Pretty sure that one's supposed to go somewhere. You got some right here. I don't know where that was supposed to come out at. I don't know. I don't have anything small enough to stick down that little hole either. I know that one's open. I can see it. This one. Oh, that's got a jet in there. I'm not kidding. That one you can see through it. I'm gonna have a hell of a time trying to remember where these little things go, because that was the second small jet I took out. Okay, let's see if I can spray through there now. Whoa! So it is coming out somewhere. Where, I don't know. I think the new kit comes with new studs as well. Okay, so let me get a little brush on here. I'll probably edit a lot of this out, so y'all don't have to sit here and watch me do like every step. For those of you that want to watch the whole thing, I'll see if I can't do an unedited version and see all the bloopers and everything. I'm sure there's going to be plenty. Let's face it, I ain't the brightest crayon in the box, but I am the sharpest knife in the drawer. Ouch. Ouch. Looking gooder and gooder. minus this critter nest right here. Really not wanting to come out. Almost. It was definitely a dirt dauber, because it's definitely dirt. Sorry, my container was in the way. You couldn't see what I was doing. I was scraping out all this dirt right here. Trying to get it cleaned out. Okay. Let's see. Wipe this off. I used to have like a whole bunch of cans of WD-40 in here. I wonder what happened to them. I'd like to spray these with WD-40 to recondition the metal so it doesn't dry out and potentially crack even more on that one. But I don't want any cracks to develop on this one either. So this still has a lot of rust in it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move this container of nastiness out of the way now. Wire wheel. Might be a little faster. Should absolutely wear safety glasses with something like this. I'm an idiot, so don't do what I do. That's the good stuff. Good vintage of rust. Brand spanky. Look at there. You know what? I'm gonna get one of them Harbor Freight little sandblasting cabinets. I might just sandblast. Who knows, man? Ugh. That stinks. Gotta wear some kind of like respiratory thing. Seriously. You know, I wish I had one of them bench grinders, you know, ones that automatically just turn, so we ain't got to hold a drill and this at the same time, because it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. So those of you that may have been wondering, my son sat in the tractor and steered it the whole way down here. He's, 12 years old, about to be 13. I was driving tractors at the age of 7, big John Deere 4020s or 2040s, I can't remember what it was now, but they're big tractors. High-low gear, I think there's like 12 gears and all, I can't remember. So him sitting on the tractor and driving down here was like a big thing for him. He enjoyed it thoroughly, and I did explain to him, don't panic if you start doing fast, just tap the brakes. Made sure the brakes worked prior to moving the tractor with the truck. So anybody out there says, oh, you did something that wasn't safe for your kid, you do you and we'll do us. Just a public service announcement. All right, I think a little bit like that. All right, that looks a whole lot more better. Now I'm gonna try to find some kind of a lubricant, a WD-40 or something to put in there to lube that metal back up. Oh, there it goes right there. A bunch of value packs. Soften her back up, shall we? Just a little bit. I don't need a whole lot. That probably be enough. I just want enough to wet its whistle, keep it from rusting. I probably could have used Marvel's Mystery Oil, but I don't have any of that with me or here in my garage, so I'm just using what I have. Is this a bad thing? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and set this on there and spray all these ports. Okay, that's probably enough. So what I just did is sprayed in all the holes, all the jet ports and all that, just to make sure that we don't get rust accumulating in there, because I did dry the metal out with the brake clean. That's what it does. So that WD-40 is going to put a nice little protective coating on there, prevent rust from building back up, which is what we want to do. We want to prevent rust. But I am going to sandblast all this. I'm going to tape it off. I'm going to paint it. The bottom half of the tractor is going to be the original color, which I believe is red, and the top half is going to be like a number 2 gray. I believe that's what the paint scheme was for 8N tractor. If somebody would be so kind as to verify that information, it would be greatly appreciated. There we go. I can see light down through that one. I know it's open. All my ports are open. That's all nice and clean in there. I got no scarring, no rust pitting. So my whatchamacallit, well, little pin that goes through for the choke, I believe that's the choke side, will go through without a hitch. Be nice. Okay, so let me spray down the other side. Oh, it's already rusting in there. See that? What the hell is that? I got a pterodactyl flying around in here. Alright. Okay, let's spray off here and there. There we go. Let it penetrate in there for a second. Alright, I just gave the whole thing a coat. Missed a spot. The spot that matters the most. There you go. Alright. Just let it set in there and penetrate for a moment. Of course, I'm going to dry it back out again or something when I use a sandblaster on it. If I shouldn't use a sandblaster on it, let me know. 'Cause I don't know. I'm just doing what I think is right. Ooh, almost dropped it. It surely break. That's gonna be gross. I'm gonna put my mouth on it. Yep. Get me hooked on WD-40. Tide Pods for adults. Yeah. Just kidding. Alright. So I just spent about an hour of talking aimlessly. Hopefully I didn't bore you all to death. I probably did. I bored myself to death. But anyways, carburetor's all cleaned up. I am going to get a rebuild kit. I'm gonna put all new jets in here, new springs, the whole nine. I'm gonna get all brand new stuff to put in there, and I might even get a new exhaust manifold. Not 100% sure what I'm gonna do yet. So it's a wee bit rusty. I'll see how it looks after I sandblast everything. But see you later.